So you probably heard, or maybe not, there was a deal in the knife news not too long ago talking about Rake knives, and they were going to make this M series knives. So they were going to take some of their old favorites like the P121, which I don't have here. I sent it in for testing. It's S35VN and a titanium. But the M121 is the M series version of the P121. The P21 was P121 Hussar, whatever. And that was very popular. G10, liner lock, 14C28N. This one, I don't think there was a P version of this knife. This is just an M version, but this is N690, so Bowler N690. And I like this design. And it's titanium, and it's got carbon fiber around here. If that's solid carbon fiber or if that's a laminate, I don't know. They got cross hatching here on the handle. I do like the design of this, though. Do you not? Wow. So N690. Well, okay, that's fine with me, as long as the price is fine with me. And these, you can get these on White Mountain for $124, and so 10% discount with the LTK, so $112 delivered. I like Rake knives. I think they're really nice. I mean, I've always been a big fan, and this is the, by the way, you know, I've always been a big fan of like the 108, the 121. This is the 108 in the M series. See what they're doing here? This is titanium. It's 154 cm, not 12C, not 14C28N, Sandvik. So, yes, and M108TZ. So, this is more expensive as well. This is like 119. This is 124. And then the P121 in S35VN titanium, I believe is maybe like 140 something. And I'd have to get back with you on that. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But you can get them on White Mountain when they're in stock. And of course, then they kind of did this little 865 in blue and black G10. Like the little 865s, real little like the, almost like the CRKT CEO by Richard Rogers, you know. Just a real lightweight, easy to use knife. But no, this is not an upgraded steel or anything. This is a 14C28N. But I got this one along with the other two just for the hell of it. This is a knife I really like. Interesting. It's got these open pivot and fastening areas here. So I had to go find myself a little, you know, bit that would disassemble, which we're going to do later here. And then it's got the little slide lockout thing, which is not going to do anything there. Only when you get it open. Then it keeps this lock bar from disengaging, and the lockup is 35%. You could argue 40. So that's good. Yeah. Feels good. Like the action. Fairly light detent. Pretty light. Yeah, real light. Okay, so yeah, a 4 on the detent scale. Let's see if we can do it like that. Yeah, we can. Okay, a 4 on the detent scale. Not real heavy. Could have been a little heavier, especially since there's no like cutaways for finger deployment, thumb deployment. It's just going to be flipper tab only. Could have been a little heavier there. You can see they've done some weight relieving on the inside. It doesn't feel real heavy. So let's throw it on the scale. What the hell? Let's get that part done. 3.89 ounces. I mean, hard to bitch about that. 110 grams. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Backspacer. Don't know for sure what that is, actually. I didn't really check it out. I'm assuming it's a black G10, but it could be the same material as this. It's possible. I don't think it's titanium, but it could be aluminum. Let's pull this out. And it's not magnetic. So could be titanium, could be aluminum. Don't know. Really don't know that much about all the materials. I know it's titanium. I know that it's Bowler N690, but I don't know the details on this. So these could be titanium or aluminum. Otherwise, hey, lightweight. I like the action on it. It's nice. Could have been, like I said, a little stronger detent. Easy to fail. Easy to fail. Just easy to push right out of the detent. So, very light detent. Although, not difficult to just flip it open. But no, it's not a snappy flipper because the detent's not that strong. Okay? Ergos, fine. Little front choil there for sharpening, etc. Fine. Jimping on the top of the blade, that's nice. And will it cut anything? Oh, okay. Yeah, they got that one, they got it sharpened. So, yes, that's very sharp out of the box. Very sharp. Nice. What is that? Kind of a bead blast, I guess. Really fine bead blast on that blade. And yes, I like the design. They brought the cross hatching to the back too to kind of balance out the design. It's a good solid lockup. It's light in the hands. There you go. There's with the mini Doman. Benchmade Freak. Kind of in that class, isn't it? Pull my tape here. And 3.5, 90 millimeters. Oh, not quite 8 1/4, 8 1/8, and 20.5 centimeters overall length. Let's get up on top of this little flat spot here. 3.5 millimeters, basically, which is 0.136. And get a flat spot in here without much ado. 0.47 of an inch, 12 millimeter thickness. So, yeah, feels good in the hand, feels light. Functions great. I like the design. I really like the design. I think this would be easy to carry and use. The blade looks very functional. Piercing, slicing, nice flat grind. Very intuitive on the flipper. It's not jimped, but it's nice and far forward like here. Easy to kick open. Reverse grip's comfortable. And I guess you could run a lanyard through there if you wanted to. And it invites us, does it not, to take it apart. So what do we get for our money? Let's find out. And let's do this again right here. It's black. It's really hard to see sometimes. Let's pull this sucker out and let's unwind this the full extent. And there we go. And did we quite get that off? Hell no, of course not. Come here. Are we done? Finally. Okay, we're done. Okay, so we lost our front side. We lost the front side of the rear back here. So there we are. That goes through the presentation side. Here's this. And you can see you, of course, have a steel washer that, you know, would be in here, and an internal blade stop, obviously. Here you go. And then you've got your bearings, and they are not ceramic, and they are just regular steel bearings. And some kind of goop on there. Weight relieved heavily on the presentation side. And what are we doing here? Okay, we're going to lose it all. Okay, the pivot here is not D-shaped or anything, so nothing particular there. Pull all this stuff off. And this just falls out. So it's just held in by the pivot. There you go. So we got it completely pulled apart. Got the other washer over clear out here. Obviously. One washer there. One washer should go right here. And we're good to put it back together. I was just interested in looking at the bearings, kind of see what that looks like. Backspacer. Backspacer is definitely metal, but I just don't know if it's aluminum or titanium. I don't really care, to tell you the truth. I don't know. If I had to guess, I'm probably gonna guess titanium, just because it feels heavier than aluminum to me. But that's a close one. There we go. When you go to put these back together, you'll notice these look the same initially, but this one for the pivot area is larger. It's about 10 millimeters. This is like 8.7 millimeters across. So this is for the tail section. This is for the head. Probably extends up over because you want to keep that. I mean, it's made to be larger to hold this carbon fiber insert in place. So let's throw it through this hole. Everything's black. Tough to see on this camera like that. Okay, let's put a washer in here, if it'll stay put. Okay, and a bearing. Can we do that? Now let's get my go-go juice in here. Throw a little bit of lube stuff. And throw a blade on here. Yeah, we want to put this back in our spot, and in doing so, this right here and this little locator pin, come on, just throw it through. Come on, man, get in here. Okay, so we're good. Now all we need is another set of bearings. Put a little bit of stuff on the detent track and some on the bearings, and throw this dog down too. There we go. Got to get through all the garbage here. There we go. Wow. Okay, let's clear these little pieces. These are kind of fun. You got to hold one in place here and one in place here while you knock these suckers back in. A few turns on them. Getting there. Oh, now what are we doing? I think we're good. I think we're good. And we look pretty close to centered. Where are we there? Oh, we're centered. And we're good. I don't think I want it any tighter than that terribly much. That's tighter. Let's see if that's better. Not necessarily. No. Back it off a skosh. That's better. That's definitely better. Okay. So no blade play. It's centered. Got a great drop, better than it was before, I think, just the way I prefer to set my pivot. Yeah, that's there. Okay. Yeah, better action here. Much nicer. So I like the design. I like everything about the knife. Is it too expensive at $112? I guess that's your decision to make as a consumer. I think it's okay. It's okay. It's okay with me. I don't think they're asking crazy money. Feels good in the hand though. It's nice and lightweight, man. Under 4 ounces. And it's like a full-size EDC, usable blade, everything. I like so much about it. And you know what? This lockout might come in handy too. If you don't like these lockouts, I'm not big with the roto lock, but these ones that slide forward and back, no, I don't mind that. Not at all. All right. I'll leave you to it. But yeah, the Rake M875-TZ. It's easy to like that TZ, that's for sure. And you guys, stay sharp.